Part 1, the truth about friends and thoughts, being real and making real friends. Being honest won't make you the most popular kid in school, but it will make sure the friends you do have are the real deal. It's like having a few gold coins instead of some fake ones. Don't sweat about what others think. Try not to worry about what others think of you. Most people are too busy thinking about themselves, like wondering what they're going to have for lunch, or if they remembered to do their homework. Your life is yours to live. Every minute you spend wishing you had someone else's sneakers or their vacation trips is a minute you're not using to make your own good times. Think of it like spending your allowance. If you waste it all wishing for what others have, you won't have any left for yourself. Part 2, feelings, friends, and facing yourself. Change in friendships. It's tough, but sometimes friends change and they might not be as close as they used to be. It's like your favorite sneakers that don't fit anymore. It doesn't mean they weren't great. It just means things change. Be happy on your own. Learning to be happy with just your own company is super important. If you always need someone else around to have fun, it's like needing a video game to play all the time. Sometimes it's good to just enjoy your thoughts and ideas. Share what you've done, not what you plan to do. It's more exciting to share something cool you've already done than to talk about what you're going to do. It's like showing your finished art project instead of just talking about what you might draw. Part 3, alone time, asking for help and acting yourself. Being alone isn't bad. Being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. It can actually be pretty awesome, like having the whole video game console to yourself. You can do what you want and not worry about what anyone else thinks. People who want a lot from you. Sometimes, the people who ask you for the most help are the ones who don't help you much. It's like when someone always wants a bite of your snack but never shares theirs. Taking things seriously, but not too seriously. It's good to be responsible, like doing your homework on time, but you don't have to be super serious all the time. It's okay to laugh at yourself if you make a silly mistake. Part 4, facing fears, making choices, and listening. Fear shows you care. Being scared isn't always bad. It can show you what's important to you. Kind of like how your stomach feels all funny when you're about to present in front of the class because you want to do well. Think before you act. Making decisions when you're super mad or super happy can lead to choices you might regret later. Like eating too much candy just because it's there and then feeling sick later. Advice is just a perspective. When people give you advice, they're just sharing what they think based on their own life. It's like if someone tells you the best way to play a game, but you might find a different way that works better for you. Part 5. Speaking, acting with integrity, and seeking happiness. Not everything needs to be said. You don't have to say everything you think. Sometimes keeping a thought to yourself is the best choice, like not telling your friend you don't like their drawing if it's going to hurt their feelings. Be true to yourself. Try to live in a way that you don't have to hide anything or lie about what you're doing. It's like playing a game fairly without cheating. You'll feel better about winning. Happiness comes from within. You don't have to look far to find happiness. It's already inside you. Think of it like when you're bored and then you find something simple but fun to do all on your own. Part 6, valuing the present, learning from elders and managing overthinking. Focus on the now. The best thing you can do is care about who you are right now, not who you were when you were younger. It's like making sure you're wearing clothes that fit you today, not the ones you outgrew. Elders know a thing or two. Even if your parents or grandparents aren't experts on everything, they've lived longer and probably have some smart advice to share. It's like they've played more levels in the game of life and can help you avoid the tricky parts. Don't get lost in your head. Thinking too much about stuff, especially worries, can make everything seem way worse. It's like when you imagine there's a monster under the bed, but really it's just a bunch of socks. Part 7, anger, health, and living your truth. Anger fades with time before you get super mad about something. Think if it'll still bug you in 10 years. Chances are it won't. It's like being upset over losing a game. Eventually, you just want to play again. Your body is your buddy. Take good care of your body. It's the only one you've got, and it has to last your whole life. Eating good food and staying active is like putting the right kind of fuel in your car so it runs better. Be real. Always try to live so you don't have to pretend or lie about anything. It's way easier and feels much better. kind of like how being honest with a friend can make your friendship stronger. Part 8. Truths, Time, and Choices. Honesty is rare. Remember, being honest is like having a rare gem. Not everyone will offer it, so cherish those who do. It's like finding a true friend who tells you the truth even when it's hard. Use your time wisely. What you do with your time is super important. It's like having a bunch of Lego blocks. You can either build something awesome or just leave them scattered around. Love can happen more than once. If a friend moves away or you drift apart, it's okay. You'll make new friends and find new people to care about. It's like turning the page in a book to discover a new chapter. Part 9. Above and beyond, don't let others bring you down. If someone tries to make you feel bad, it says more about them than you. You're doing great and you're on your way up. It's like a game where you're leveling up and they're just staying in the same spot. Promises are important. Only make promises you can keep. Breaking a promise can hurt someone's feelings, like promising to share your snack and then eating it all yourself. Creating your purpose. You don't have to look far to find your purpose. You create it right where you are, with what you love doing. It's like when you decide to build something cool out of your Lego blocks, using your imagination right there and then. Part 10. Embracing change and taking action. Life is full of surprises. Your life can change super fast, so appreciate what you have and always try to do good stuff with it. It's like enjoying your favorite ice cream before it melts. Seeking new experiences. Getting rich isn't about having a lot of money. It's about having lots of cool experiences. It's better to try new things and go on adventures than to just collect stuff. Thinking versus doing. You can't figure everything out just by thinking about it. Sometimes you have to jump in and do stuff to see what happens. It's like learning to swim. You have to get in the water, not just read about it. Part 11. Mindset and happiness. Your mind shapes your world. The kind of life you experience has a lot to do with your mindset. If you think positively and believe good things can happen, you're more likely to notice and enjoy the good stuff around you. It's like wearing a pair of sunglasses that makes everything look brighter. Happiness is a journey. Chasing after happiness like it's a prize at the end of a race will only make you tired. Instead, try to find little things that make you happy every day, like a hobby you enjoy or spending time with friends. Happiness is more about enjoying the ride, not just waiting to get to the destination. Part 12. The power of now and seeking advice. Wisely live in the moment. All you have is right now, this very moment. Try to make the most of it, whether you're working on a project, hanging out with friends, or just enjoying some quiet time. It's like when you're eating your favorite snack and savoring every bite. Be smart about who you ask for help. It's great to ask for advice when you need it, but remember to think about who you're asking. Some people might give better advice about certain things than others. It's like choosing the right tool for the job. You wouldn't use a hammer to screw in a bolt. Part 13. Letting go of ego and appreciating beauty. Drop the ego. If there's one thing you can try to let go of, it's your ego. Sometimes we get too caught up in trying to prove we're right or better than others, and that can get in the way of making real connections and learning new things. It's like playing a game where you're so focused on winning that you forget to have fun. Finding beauty everywhere. The more thankful you are, the more beautiful things you'll start to notice around you. Life will seem more generous and you'll feel happier. It's like when you start looking for shapes in the clouds. Suddenly, the whole sky becomes a fascinating show. Part 14. Facing challenges and making choices. Challenges make you stronger. Life will throw challenges your way, but every time you face them, you come out stronger. It's like a video game where each level gets a bit harder, but as you get better, you can handle more and more. Your choices define you. The decisions you make every day shape the kind of person you are becoming. Choose kindness. Choose to work hard, and choose to be the friend you'd want to have. It's like building a Lego set. Each piece you add contributes to the final masterpiece. Part 15. Learning from mistakes and embracing change. Mistakes are lessons. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. They're just lessons in disguise. Each time you mess up, you learn something new, which is pretty cool. It's like when you try a new level in a game and fail, you figure out what not to do next time. Change is an invitation. Change can be scary. but it's also an invitation to grow and try new things. It's like the changing seasons. Each one brings something new and exciting, like snow in winter or flowers in spring. Part 16. The Journey of Self-Discovery. Discovering who you are. Life is a journey of figuring out who you are and what you stand for. It's about finding your passions, making friends, and learning from every experience. It's like going on an adventure without a map. You might get lost sometimes, but that's how you discover new paths. Embracing every moment, every day as a chance to learn something new, to laugh, to help someone, and to make a small difference. Embrace each moment and don't take anything for granted. It's like enjoying every slice of pizza as if it's the best one you've ever had.